I may have met him, but who can be sure? He has a sort of way of obscuring himself from notice. But I did notice him. In the back of photographs, within the static haze of film, he was there. And I felt strangely drawn to him. Who is he? This thing on the cusp of being human. I have shown a picture of him, to others, and they seem to have a curious yet unnerving recognition of who has come to be known as Slender Man. Why do I follow this enigma? What is drawing me deeper and deeper into this mystery? Why did it bring me to the woods this evening? I don't even know where these woods are, come to think of it. I'm not even sure how I got here. To an abandoned campsite, seemingly still under construction. I say seemingly because there are vehicles present, but their tires are slowly sinking into the ground, and the bathhouse is bare bones, to say the least. It is like he was leading me here, maybe pushing me here. I keep looking over my shoulders, thinking someone is following me. I have to wonder though, am I being followed, or is he slowly leading me into a trap, as a dog nips at the heels of sheep to round them up? My pulse quickens as I slowly realize I may not be as in control of the situation as I thought I was. This fence surrounding the site is not to keep people out, keep them away from dangerous equipment, as it was once meant for, but to keep him in. These pages are not to tell me more about who Slender Man is, but warnings telling me to leave. Get out before it's too late. Escape before dusk falls. The trouble is that I am too late. It is already dark. My only weapon is a flashlight and my camera. In other words, I am helpless. I'm not sure what will become of this video, and I fear that I may not be able to make it through the night. I have heard what happened to other people who have met him, supposedly. Some people will just vanish. May I be so lucky, or unlucky. Others have been impaled on high branches, left to bleed out. They die slowly and with much pain. That is something I would not wish on anyone. Yet others still have been found dead without any signs of struggle. On further investigation, though, the organs have been removed, sealed in plastic baggies, and placed back where they came from. Their eyes show no signs of pain, but I don't believe it. On rare occasions, the locations of the incidents would be destroyed. A school burns down, an office building. If I have to face one of these tonight, I can only hope I just disappear. Then again, no one knows what happens to those who disappear. A common side effect of disappearances. In the back of my mind, I wonder if this place was truly abandoned. Did they just get up and leave hundreds of thousands of dollars of equipment? I start to feel nauseous, and I don't dare to look up to the tree line from fear of what I will see. A hard hat cannot stop a limb to the chest, and those branches are just moaning, begging for me to look up and see the crimson stains that I had somehow missed in the golden sunset. I pick up the pace. Maybe the pages are warning, telling me to leave, but maybe they can help me too. Maybe there is some hope for me to get out of here. There has to be some hope, doesn't there? Doesn't there? As time passes, though, and more I realize that this is no coincidence that I am here, seeing him again, slammed with memories and emotions that I did not feel since I was a small child. My camera squeals with feedback, as if he is laughing at me, and my dumbstruck moment of realization. This is what he wants. He wants me to remember what he did to me. It was only 2nd grade, and I told my teacher that I had to go to the bathroom. She called the teacher's assistant up to chaperone me to the bathroom. They would wait outside of the bathroom to make sure we were safe. As I went in to use the urinal, though, the bathroom lights started to flicker, and I saw a man in the mirror behind me. I thought it was the teacher's assistant, but as I turned around, he was taller, and I couldn't make out his face. It was just blurred mass, like when they censor a face on TV to protect the innocent. He bent over, and I heard a shh, as if he was telling me to hush. I could not move a muscle. I just stared at him, and it was at that moment that the assistant walked in to check on me. The Slender Man held up his hand to my teacher's assistant as he stopped mid-sentence, asking if I was all right. I was alone, or I felt alone, as he stood hunched over me, before me, and uncurled one of his hands. He had 6. His fingers were long like spikes, and I would say I felt his breath on me, but I don't know if he breathes. Slowly, he lifted his finger and slid it into my left nostril. It went deeper and deeper as I began to feel a blinding pain in my head. Then he was gone, and so was my memory of him. My teacher's assistant finished his sentence as he saw blood drip from my nose onto the floor. I had somehow gotten a nosebleed, and they needed to send me home after they got it stopped. It was the worst nosebleed that I had ever had, and now I know why. I know why I am here tonight, why I started having migraines at such a young age, why I had such an interest in this unnatural monster. He had been with me my whole life, in the shadows, leading me here to this time. The more I saw him behind me, in front of me, maybe in the distance, the more everything came back to me. At the bottom of the stairs, as I go for a midnight snack in 5th grade, he was there. The edge of the road as I drove home from my friend's house, he was there. In the shadows, cast by the light of my TV, he was there. Above my bed while I sleep, he was there watching me. He was always watching me, waiting until the right time, and I fear that time is now. The static and feedback comes from my camera again, and I see him standing right before me, the same unintelligible face I had seen all of my life. How could I forget it? My mind unravels at the final sight of him as I black out.